Welcome everybody, and my next guest can speak to animals, understand what they're thinking, and can help the owners understand what their animals are feeling and going through. And I've experienced this personally with my horse Spider-Man a few years back, and I don't know, when I say a few years back, it's been a while. Jackie Weaver, thank you for joining me.
Hi, yes, it has been many years. I'd say probably at least 10.
Yeah, and I can remember Matthew Reese and Claire Staples were out at the ranch, and we were practicing, and you know, they brought up, you should visit with Jackie about your horse, because at that point my horse Spider-Man and I weren't really meshing. And in professional rodeo, you need to mesh with your animal to be able to succeed and win as much as you can. They gave me your number, and I tell you what, it was amazing, the information you provided to me to help my horse and I communicate better.
Oh, bless you, that's so kind. And to be honest, from a gentleman like yourself working in your type of work, it's so lovely for us communicators to think, men especially, highly skeptic, but for somebody like you to say, it absolutely helped. Gets people help with their animals, because you say it's a bond. You need trust, and especially in that type of work as well, trust is key.
Even your common house cat, your common dog, to help understand them better, I think it's such a great outlet for them to use a communicator such as yourself.
It absolutely does help. A lot of people, and many people, have a brilliant relationship with their animals, which is fabulous. But I always say to people that, if you actually truly understand that they do understand you, and especially say if somebody has a reading, afterwards you'll find you'll talk to your animals knowing they understand. So there's a big difference. It just adds another dimension to relationship. We get things from their perspective that sometimes we wouldn't even thought of. I love what I do.
I know you probably hear this. I know I heard it, when I mentioned to people that I used a pet psychic for my horse. So much skepticism on it. Oh, that's all a bunch of BS. That doesn't work. And honestly, it helped me communicate with my other animals after Spider-Man. Now he's back up in Canada with the guy I'd gotten him from and retired, but it helped me communicate better with my other animals later on in the future.
It really can make such a difference. And to be honest, I do know that Matthew was very skeptical to begin with as well. As I say, in anything in life, if someone says I can turn water into wine, I'll say, okay, carry on. And if they can, I'll be very happy.
Has the process changed? And I guess with technology gotten a little bit easier for you?
Technology is very useful because obviously we can speak to people all over the world, which is very handy. But it doesn't matter if an animal's in front of me or thousands of miles away. It's all telepathy. So we're getting into their mind. And I would say that since I've spoken to you, people are much more open to this.
Some of the celebrities, obviously Matthew Reese is a good friend of mine and recommended you, but who are some of the other names that you've had out there and people could associate with, saying, well, if these people trust Jackie, why shouldn't I?
There's people like Paul McKenna, although he's British, he works with the mind, and
right.
He's a very switched-on man. Over this country, there's been lovely William Roach, who I think they probably know in America because he's the longest-running soap star there is, and he's been amazing. And again, when I went to chat to his animals, there was 3 of them, and they were all completely different, which was great fun, and again, good validation. I even managed to solve, and I always say I don't diagnose, but this dog for a celebrity was adamant that what they were saying was wrong with it wasn't wrong with it, and actually the dog was right.
Well, I know, looking on your website, I seen also a person had a deer in their garden and took a picture of it, and you had it on there. I'd love to hear that story.
Gosh, that was ages ago. It wasn't her own pet deer. It would come into the garden. So, of course, logically, we're thinking, what information are we going to get that can totally prove? And one of the amazing things that came up, it said, oh, my arthritis is much improved. And I said, I don't know if you're aware it's had arthritis. She said, yes. She said, for the last 2 years, I've been feeding it some form of medicine in an apple, and it's been taking it, and you can see the change in its movement. And I thought, oh, lovely. And the relationship of understanding, the trust from the animal to her was incredible. And it would just step away from all its friends and come to her and go back.
Jackie, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming on the show. Hopefully we'll get some more cowboys using you, because I think it's just going to help elevate their performance, their horses' performance, and obviously elevate the sport.
Thank you ever so much. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.